Hey everyone, welcome back to this channel where we are currently unpacking and discussing narcissism. This is part 4 in explaining narcissism, where we're going to take on the concept of narcissist apologizing. If you've been around narcissists, you might have experienced some version of apology that had the word I am and sorry. That usually is followed by different conditions or defenses, and we'll talk about what that looks like. If you have example, feel free to share in the comments. If you like this content, please hit like, share, subscribe. The more that we can talk about this and share this knowledge, the more people we can help. I'm currently actually traveling through Europe. I'm in London, but I wanted to continue filming these videos and continue on the series. So let's dive right into it. Have you ever experienced genuine apology and apology that's in the, let's say, normal relationships? The normal apology definitely consists of some sort of genuine intent to make amends, and the key word there is accountability. In a genuine apology, that person really recognizes that they caused pain, and there is recognition and accountability to not repeat whatever they're apologizing for. And there is a real genuine intent there. And apologies can make relationships stronger. The making amends is one of the pillars in healthy relationships. As human beings, it's impossible not to make mistakes. So chances are in almost any relationships that at some point someone will make a mistake. And how we amend after those mistakes, it's really important for the growth of that relationships. So now let's look at narcissists. So for narcissists, it's almost impossible to be genuine about apologizing, because that ruins what narcissism is about. Protecting that big shame, that picture of narcissists looking great, and there's recognition then that they're actually a human being that's flawed, and that's kind of impossible for narcissists. So when they apologize, they do it because they absolutely have to. They do it because they want something from you. They do it because they're in that corner and there is no other option. And it's 120% self-serving. It's to serve them with something. It has nothing to do with recognition of pain or accountability for whatever they're apologizing for, or any sort of promise that that will not happen again. And I can almost guarantee you that whatever narcissist is apologizing for, if it ever gets there, that they will do it again. I mean, that's just how these patterns work. So actually, I found this article on Psychology Today that has 13 types of narcissistic relationships, 13 types of fake relationships. I'm not going to go through all of the 13 types, but I'll go through several types and add on to some of the things that I've heard before or experienced myself on different types of apologies. And the first one that we'll start with is the minimizing apology. This one I'm sure you all heard of in some sort of way, and it is, I was just kidding. I was just trying to help. I was just playing devil's advocate. Especially in beginning, this is done at like when you get into the devaluing stage, and it's like, you know, putting ownership on you to recognize that, oh, you don't know that I'm joking or that I'm trying to help, you know, of course, as opposed to taking any kind of responsibility. It's the deflection mechanism. The second one, you know that narcissists are really experts at blame shifting. They're experts of word salads and packaging information so that it looks like it's your fault. So it makes sense to have the whole shift the blame apology category. I'm sorry that you think that I did something wrong, or I'm sorry that you feel that way, or I'm sorry that you feel I'm a bad person, or I'm sorry, but maybe you're just too sensitive. This one also, there's a gaslighting packaging, so intended to deflect and blame to you, of course. That's what narcissists do. The next one is the conditional apology. It is the apology followed by if. I'm sorry if something I said offended you. I'm sorry if your feelings were hurt. I'm sorry if I may have done anything wrong. And of course, you know, I don't think I even need to say that. This is another garbage type of apology, you know, designed to again put ownership on you, to recognize that they're not taking responsibilities for what they did. It's only if you felt this way. The next type is the deja vu apology. I've already said I was sorry. I have apologized for that a dozen times. So that kind of gives them, or there's like a blanket approval that I can just continue doing whatever I want to do, and I continue, you know, just being entitled, being myself, and if I said apology once, then that is like, you know, everything is covered, you know, from now on. And then there is, I love this one, the nothing to apologize for apology. You know I never hurt you. You know I'm sorry. You know I didn't mean that. So again, it's turning things around to you, that you should be knowing that that's how they are and they didn't mean to hurt you, so they're excused to make irresponsible behavior, they're excused to be rude, they're excused to be anything, and if you think otherwise, then you should know that they're sorry. So there is also, I've heard this one before, a pay-to-play apology. I'll apologize if you will. I'll apologize if you agree to never bring this up again. I apologize, but you have to forgive me. And then there's this other area where a narcissist apologizes you and then they pressure you to forgive them. Because again, they're doing that so they can like move on, never talk about this again, and then they want to get a win themselves. So they're like, apologize if you never bring this up again. So again, giving them that blanket approval to do whatever they're going to do again. And as we said before, we can guarantee that they'll do it again. Then there is a general apology, the one-size-fits-all apology, meaning nothing type of apology, like I'm sorry for everything, or I'm sorry for all the things that I have done that upset you. I apologize for every bad thing that I've done. Again, this is like there is no specific reason why they're apologizing for. There is no intent to not repeat these type of behaviors. It could be a hoovering technique. So when they know you've been a pretty good supply, they want you back, they may send you something like that. I once got a message, I'm sorry our relationship ended abruptly. He didn't apologize for anything that he did to make relationship end abrupt, but just kind of apologizing for that the relationship ended abruptly, or they're apologizing for things that they don't like. It's just like another way to just present you with a word salad, and it's basically a garbage apology. There's also the I'm sorry but apologies, like they call it the takeaway apologies here. I'm sorry, but I just couldn't help it. I'm sorry, but you started it. I'm sorry, but I was just speaking the truth. There is nothing. They're actually worse than no apologizing, because they add the gaslighting to the original insult already. So they just keep like packaging more and more damage to something that's already damaging. So I think the list goes on and on. So not to like go, we can't put every single apology here, but you get the point. You know that they're usually packaging apology with something that deflects the responsibility. They turn things to you, and there is no intent of not repeating that behavior again. If you find this video helpful, please again hit like, share, subscribe, suggest the content, share what kind of apology that you've heard from a narcissist, and I will see you soon with more content. Thank you.